Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lord Ebo Reese Hards, and you're watching CORP Exchange Television. And we're here working. We're doing some investment work actually. For those of you who don't know, I founded the CORP Exchange about maybe 7-10 years ago. And what we do is we pull businesses together. Let me stop goofing off here. We pull businesses together. And we help businesses, because today the name of the game is finding solutions for people, and that's pretty much just how you make your business. If there's a large crowd and you have a solution to help that crowd or to help that person, then your business product or your business would sell. This is pretty much a lighter note. I just want to ask you one question. What is the most important asset in your life? What's the most important thing to you right now, today? Well, I'll ask myself, what is the most important thing to me? The most important thing to me is family. My family is the most important thing to me. It's not really how much money I have in my pocket right now or what kind of car I'm driving. Is my Mercedes still outside? It's not about that. It's what's most important to you. If you have a wife and kids, or you have family, you take care of your parents or whatever like that. So when you have a family, for those of you who don't know, your family depends on you. You may not be the breadwinner of the house. You may not be the savvy business person. You may not even have a good paying job, but your family still depends on you. You're still your kid's dad. You're still that woman's wife or that man's husband. And with that being said, I'm going to ask you again, what's the most important thing in your life? What's the most important asset? Your 401k or your car, your house, how people look at you at the social club or your church or your community homeowners association or your business. So when I answer that question, I say, well, here's the headache. A wise man once told me, Earl Nightingale. I don't know if you guys listen to stuff like that, but he told me. He says, The most valuable things in life are free. The most valuable things in life are free. Your house can burn down. He actually said your house can burn down and you can build another one. You can lose all your money and get it all back. If something happens to you, you can't come back. You can't. So with that being said, you're not putting a price on your life. You want to say, well, if something happens to me, what happens to my family? A lot of organizations today, one being the Knights of Columbus. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but what happened was, the priest, he had a lot of, at that time in that area, it was a big Irish thing going on in the United States, or was it U.S.? And back in those days, people didn't live that long. If you lived to be 48 years old, you were old. So people didn't live to be that long. So what happened was, people were working in the coal mines, and back then again, there's no equal opportunity employer discrimination acts. Wages, you have to be paid this amount. You have to take a break. This is a safety area. They take care of you today. Back then, the government wasn't really into that stuff. So people just worked, and they just worked and worked and worked until they just died. There was no 401. So what ended up happening in this one area, there ended up being a lot of orphans. First it was one, then all of a sudden it was 6, then all of a sudden it's 24. So the guys sit, and what do? They come to the church and say, hey, my dad died. Nobody's working. We need some help. So what he ended up doing was taking all these orphan kids. And he said, wait a minute. First of all, I'm overwhelmed. I want to help. I'll do anything. I'll give you my left finger. I'll give you anything I can, but I can't I'm not equipped for this. So what he did is he started an organization would help people with, quote, life insurance. So when you start your job, in case something happens to you, your kids and stuff are well taken care of. So, we're not beating around the bush here. Well Off Fund and his sister company, Starshine Investments, which helps, that's just for Catholic people to save and protect their families and themselves as well. Well Off Fund, we work closely. We have a lot of products. We work closely with a lot of successful people in the business. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to have a webinar. I'm going to have a webinar and introduce you to all these great people in this room and this building that can help you better yet save and protect your money. You'll get to talk to some people. You may even get to interact with them. So right now, what I want you to do is go to izcorp@gmail.com and just send me a little email, and somebody will get back with you. If you don't do that, go to Well Off Fund on Blogger, or just look up Lord Iborisi Hards. Go to Blogger and just sign out the simple contact form, and we'll contact you and send you the webinar link. And that way you'll be able to get to the webinar. And then after the webinar, you'll be able to even come down in person and get into some seminars and really sit down and talk to some people. Now, you may or may not need insurance, but you may know somebody who does, and you can refer them as well. Even if you don't know anybody, it's very educational, and it's just what's happening. The world is moving so fast the way we live today with this, what are we calling it today? Digital marketing. We're just using the tools, using what's in front of us right now. Instead of going around it and trying to reinvent the wheel, we say, you know what? We can use the Facebook, we can use the YouTube, we can use the iPhone to help people, because that's what IZ Corp Exchange does. That's what Lord Reese Hart is here for. He's here to help to find solutions to make life better on the planet Earth. So again, my name's Lord Iborisi Hards. You're watching IZ Corp Exchange Television, and this is a Well Off Fund presentation. Everything is free, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. At the end of the video, there's no sales pitch to say, oh, well, now you can buy my weight loss book, or you can buy my cookbook, or you can buy my jump rope, or you can buy my rollerblades, or you can buy this light that lights up in your trunk of your car. But I mean, I'm not knocking those things, but we're just not doing that on this segment right here. We're just here to give you some information. If you don't need it, you can tell somebody else who can use it. Thank you again. Again, my name is Lord Iborisi Hards. You're watching IZ Corp Exchange Television, and this is a Well Off Fund presentation with his sister company, Starshine Investments. Thank you, and have a great day.